I will get out of this thing very quickly if it starts misbehaving. If it gets under yesterday's low, I'm gone. Yeah, and Upstart is getting stronger. It's now 25.30 by 25.43. So this really is my core holding. This is something that, if I'm correct, could be a big mover. And this is what I love to do. I love to find things where I can get in early, kind of get a foothold, and then just kind of take a peek, without, getting hurt too much. So that's kind of the key here is, thinking about your risk. And, I've got a huge core holding here, 15,000 shares worth $2 million. And it sounds, crazy, but to me, I had a hard time seeing, even though you had this huge, reversal here, I had a hard time making the case that prices would just, crumble through here, that, prices would, take out this. So I figured if I could just buy it in here, and this is where I bought it, just right in that little area there, I could kind of take a free look and see if this thing can, somehow grab a foothold and, start going, the other way. So if we, kind of take out yesterday's high at 127, then you kind of got a case of higher lows and higher highs, hopefully. So I want to see it jump out of here. And sometimes, I get excited by virtue of what a market doesn't do. So when a market looks really bad, when you've come down, then you have the key reversal, it should go that way. And if the market starts going the other way, then, I get very excited. It's just, I used to get caught in these things all the time when I was younger, where you think that's the key reversal. And, it's so funny. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this image of, it's a coin. And if you look at it one way, it looks like an old lady with a big nose. But then if you kind of step back and look at it again, it looks like a beautiful girl. And it's just amazing how your eyes will deceive you. And this is the thing that I'm always aware of, is that your eye will always kind of go to the immediate action. It's very, you'll kind of see this and then you'll see this and then, you don't see why it does that. And, I'm very aware of that. Your mind and your eyes don't catch up to really what's happening. And so to me, this is kind of a subtle, uptrend. It looks kind of weird. This is still holding to an uptrend line. And then, we've kind of caught this area here where it looks like this is a bit of a double bottom area, almost a triple bottom. And that doesn't look like it, but it's a subtle reversal where it did close a little bit toward the high of the day. And then yesterday you made a higher high. So look, I could be talking my own book, but the thing is, I will get out of this thing very quickly if it starts misbehaving. If it gets under yesterday's low, I'm gone. So to me, I get a check, I get a foothold in here, and, this is kind of my risk, and that could be my reward. And so this is really where, I've been able to make some very big plays this year, finding areas where I can kind of get in, at an area of support or resistance if I'm looking to sell, and hang out, take a peek without getting too hurt if I'm wrong, if that makes sense. And so, we'll kind of see. This is a funky chart. It's it's a new company. It just went public, back then. So it doesn't have a lot of history. And, we'll see how that's, but I just, to me, it's about buying right? So in any market, even if like housing prices are crashing, let's say you live in a neighborhood, the houses are $1 million, but, your neighbor's going through a divorce and he needs to liquidate his house really quickly, and you can snatch that house for 800 grand. That's what you look for. It's all about buying right or selling right if you're looking to go short. And so hopefully I bought that right, where I get in early, I can take a peek, I can hang out without getting too, kicked in the teeth. And that's really, what it's all about here.